Okay. Then there is a children for the data structure. They have provided the array, and we should remove the duplicates without altering the behavior of the array, without altering the order.
Okay. With O of 1.
Sorry?
With O of 1 complexity.
Yes. That is one. And they have given another one also for the same data structure. They have given the dictionary and asked me to sort dictionary based on the values.
Based on, okay.
So that those four they have asked me to write in the coder pad.
What is the last one? Dictionary based on value. Sort the dictionary.
Sort the dictionary based on the values. So they will give us the key and the value.
Okay.
Key and value, key and value. So we should sort the check about the QAS quality of services they have asked.
Okay.
They have asked. And what are those 5 types?
Background. Then the user initiated. Background.
User initiated, user interactive, utility, and background.
Utility,
So
background.
four types will be there. So that they have asked how many ways we can pass the data between the views.
Okay.
Then he tried to ask a question in Objective-C, but I told it's been a long journey since I have used the Objective-C. Then
Okay.
they didn't ask.
Okay. Different ways of sharing the data between two views. Two views.
Yes, how many types and how you can pass in regular that they have asked. Then they have asked difference between the GCD operation queues and then this one, the databases which we have used. So I have told I have used the core data, so they have asked a couple of questions on that. I guess these are the questions. Maybe I might miss one or two, but these are the questions in high level. Maybe in depth, if they ask in while go, they are asking these questions. So the more you give the answers, so based on that, they might go. And for me, there are 4 people came along with the project manager. So based on our inputs, they are going to question on the game.
Okay.
So like that, they are
Based on our answers.
yes.
Okay.
But these are the questions. Maybe I have missed one or two. So if you know the Swift UI, they might ask you a couple of questions. The difference between the state object, and add observer object.
Okay.
And how we can the other in Swift UI they have asked one. The same one. No, with the difference between the state object and observer object, that one thing they have.
Binding. View binding.
View life cycle with the Swift UI.
View life cycle. Okay.
So these are the high level questions they have asked, and check for the higher order functions also, because when they're asking for the data structures, so they will ask using the higher order. Without using the higher order also, they will ask in both ways.
Okay.
The data structure questions. So these are the high level questions they have, except one. I might miss.
Thank you, Satish. Thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you. And Ram, that's it. So I have given all the questions which I might encountered with this United.
If anything required, yeah. So his brother also, I was senior person, so most probably he will take care of it. Otherwise,
I'll prep him. I got an overall idea on.
Yeah, in general, they are not going in depth.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're like touching all the concepts.
All the concepts, unless if we are not sure like about any topic which we are giving the answers. So based on that, they are going in depth. Mainly focus on the GCD operation queues and then the quality of services. So these 3 and the higher order functions.
They're normally asking about GCD. What is GCD purpose, real time scenarios, and operation queues? Where are you using? What are the advantages over GCD?
Yes, these are the questions, but please make sure like to give proper answers. Otherwise, they are going in depth. If we are not sure about anything, they are going in depth. But if you don't know anything, just tell like I have not used this topic. That is okay.
Okay. Oh, got it. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, Ram.
Satish, yeah, thanks, Satish. You can drop off. Nishant, then you can stay there.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, and Satish. Sorry to call you at the late night.
నిశాంత్ మీకు తెలుగు వచ్చా ఇంగ్లీష్
తెలుగు అండి
మీకు ఇప్పుడు అంతా ఐడియా ఉంది
ఓవరాల్ ఐడియా ఉంది బేసిక్ గా డీప్ కలర్
మీరు ఎనీ టైం కెన్ చేంజ్
నేను ప్రిప్ చేస్తా లో ఐ విల్ ప్రిప్ ఐ విల్ మేక్ షూర్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ నేను చేసి ఫస్ట్ చెప్పండి సార్
మీరు ప్రిపేర్ బట్టికి మాక్ బట్టికి కానీ మీ తమ్ముడే కదా మీరు పక్కన కూర్చోకంటే మీరు జనరల్
లేదు నేను కూర్చోన్నాను యాక్చువల్ గా నేను ఇప్పుడు కాదు తను ఆల్రెడీ వాల్మార్ట్ అదేంటి సిటీ బ్యాంక్ తనే తీసుకున్నాడు.
So your development should match with production. So you cannot you how you can use a RabbitMQ in local and production you use different one actually.
So we also have so we do RabbitMQ as well as there is another Azure Service Bus container as well.
Let me stop you over here. So basically here we are talking about, you're talking about three different things: RabbitMQ, Azure Service Bus Queue, or Azure Container. As you know, these three are completely different technologies, are different frameworks. So
Let me.
Yeah, let's focus on the .NET, Krishna.
okay,
దాని పేరేంటి, సీవోల్ట్ అనేది
I believe garbage collector has this functionality as well as like allocating resources as well. So it can allocate resources. So after a particular execution is done, then it can collect the unmanaged resources. Sorry for this. I guess it's yeah. So as I'm speaking, so the garbage collector itself collects the resources after an execution is done. That's the logic I know.
okay, yeah, basically just for your information, garbage collector will never allocate any resources. The purpose of garbage collector is just clean up the unused resources, but it does not allocate any resources.
పోయినా పని ప్రాక్సీ
మాకు ప్రాక్సీ మర్చిపోతా.
So as I mentioned, and I mainly my main focus was full stack. So I worked on the user interface a few times backend and also the middleware as well. Yeah, I worked on JavaScript and Angular, but mainly as even though it's a full stack developer, my main focus was on backend mostly. Like the tasks which have been presented, they all revolve around the microservices and all the controllers. But I worked on JavaScript and Angular. I have few basics and few functionalities, how they work and everything. Yes.
Basically, okay, let's discuss about the backend thing. So basically, you mentioned you worked on the containers, and you definitely, since you're a backend developer also, you might have worked on the database or SQL server also, right? So basically, as you know, there are multiple options when it comes to database, like SQL, NoSQL, and again in SQL there are multiple options like a SQL Server, Oracle, and all non-SQL. So what is the exact difference between a SQL and NoSQL databases, and when? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you continue the question.
No, please go ahead. I will ask the follow-up question after you finished your answer.
I believe the main difference between SQL and NoSQL is the schema. So in SQL, it's a relational database. So we have a particular schema. We have tables. The tables has to have some entities, and they have to follow few regulations and everything. In NoSQL, it's not a relational base. Like yes, that's the main key difference between SQL and NoSQL. We can add any type of records to NoSQL rather than in SQL. It has to be relational and it should have a schema.
Okay, good. And have you ever used middleware? And what's the purpose of it?
Middleware instance, can you provide any example of how?
Like from request to request, right? Like acting like a middleware, something like processing the request and what all the.
I'm not clearly understanding the question.
Okay.
I mean, mapping it.
So let me put in a question. Okay. So whenever you're accessing the API, okay, before it hits the controller, okay, there are sequence of pipeline steps, okay. So those are called middlewares actually. Before, back in the days, it is like pipelines, HTTP request, HTTP modules, HTTP handlers, like that. Okay. So what Narendra is asking, like, have you created any middlewares?
No, I haven't created any middlewares.
So when coming to the dot,
2 minutes కూడా అంటే జనరల్ గా చెప్పి ఎవరికైనా చెప్తా
సార్ ఒకసారి నేను చెప్తాను. ఇప్పుడు మా వాడికి H1 ఇష్యూ అంటే 60 days 2 ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అయ్యాయి. నేను చచ్చినా కూర్చున్నా.
లేదు మిమ్మల్ని కాదు, మీకు జనరల్ గా ఎవరికైనా చెప్తుంది. ప్రతి వాళ్ళకి ముందు ప్రిప్ కాల్ ఉంటుంది. ఎవరిని ప్రజెంట్ చేసుకుని సబ్మిట్ చేసిన ప్రిప్ కాల్. ప్రిప్ కాల్ లో మేము ఏం చేస్తామంటే క్యాండిడేట్ ని అతను ఎంత ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అయినా కానీ వాళ్ళు ఎలా చూస్తారంటే ప్రతి వాడిని అనుమానంగా, ఎందుకంటే ఎవరు తెలియదు కదా.
ఇప్పుడు అది కామన్ అయితే
మేము ఏం చెప్తామంటే పైకి కిందకి అట్లా మామూలుగా కొంతమంది బిత్తర చూపులు చూస్తారు కదా, మామూలుగా ఆన్సర్స్ చెప్పి
ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే కాంటెంట్ స్కిల్స్ ఐ డోంట్ నో ద ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ ఏంటంటే జూనియర్ రిసోర్స్ లాగా వచ్చింది, బేసిక్ లెవెల్ అని వచ్చింది. అందుకే ఏంటంటే మీకు మళ్ళీ సతీష్ తో మాట్లాడి మీకు ఆన్లైన్ మనకి ఏంటంటే మనకి వేరే ప్రొఫైల్స్ మీరు ఆల్రెడీ హెల్ప్ చేస్తున్నారు మాకు. మేము ఏంటంటే వేరే అంటే యాక్చువల్లీ H1 తనకి ఉంది కాబట్టి యాక్చువల్లీ అంటే మనకి వేతో పక్కన పడేసి తమ్ముడిని క్రాక్ చేయించారు.
100% అది
ఎందుకంటే తనకి హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది. ఇంక ఇందులో ఎవరు ఉంటుంటే డైరెక్ట్ క్లయింట్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ రేపు వచ్చేస్తుంది. నాకు తెలిసి రేపు చేసేస్తారు, ఎల్లుండి చేసేస్తారు. వాళ్ళు చాలా అగ్రెసివ్ గా చేస్తారు ఇంటర్వ్యూ. నేను ఓపెన్ చెప్తాను, టఫ్ గానే ఉంటది ఇంటర్వ్యూ. ఓకే, 4-5 టపా అడుగుతారు, కాన్ఫిడెంట్ గా ఆన్సర్ చేయి.
అర్థం. నేను ప్రెప్ చేస్తాను సార్, కంపల్సరీ ప్రెప్ 4-5 times ప్రెప్ చేసి నా రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ
మాక్ చేయండి, అది బెస్ట్. వేరే హెల్ప్
చేస్తున్నాడంటే కంపల్సరీ కోడింగ్ క్వశ్చన్ చేయగలుగుతాడు.
కోడింగ్ క్వశ్చన్ కోడింగ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అయితే బాగానే ఉంది. లీడ్ కోడ్ గట్టిగా చేసి నేనే చేయించా.
వెరీ గుడ్.
అయితే కొద్దిగా చూడైతే నేను క్లయింట్ తో వర్క్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఓకే
రామ్ గారు, హలో.
చాలా మంది ప్లేస్ చేసాము iOS Android. సో ఇంటర్వ్యూ వర్క్ అది సో అట్లా నడుస్తున్నాయి ప్రాజెక్ట్.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్స్ సార్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. గుడ్ నైట్.